Hello everyone, gather around. My name is Dan, and I have a very interesting story to tell you. It's a story about how I met the fairies. Oh, they're real. I've gotten to know them very well. When I built my house here in West Virginia, I ran into a curious problem. Not one I couldn't overcome or at least work around, but there was a tree stump, and try as I might, I could not get it out of the ground. It wouldn't budge. I tried bulldozing it, even cutting it, but nothing worked. It wasn't in the actual area where I wanted to build my house, so I left it there. That was a long time ago. Over the years, I tried every method possible to get rid of it, but it remained. One early morning, when the sun was coming up and most people are still tucked in their beds, I went outside to enjoy the spring morning with my coffee. I frowned at the stump, and just out of frustration, I gave it a hard kick. "Well, there's no doubt you're Irish. You don't give up, do you?" I looked around for the girl who spoke, but didn't see anyone. It was especially odd since she spoke with a thick Irish accent. "Where are you?" I asked. "Down here." I looked down, and there, standing in a tiny doorway at the base of the stump, a doorway that hadn't been there a moment ago, with a tiny woman with wings. I thought, sure, my mind is gone and there's something wrong with this coffee. "No, you're not losing your mind. I'm real, and if you're half the Irishman I thought you were, you'd know that," she said. I shut my eyes hard and opened them again, but she was still there. Her delicate wings fluttered, and she flew up to the top of the stump. "Do you know who I am?" she asked. "A really adorable bit of my imagination?" "Imagination, is it? Do you not trust your own eyes, then?" "At the moment, no." "We'll see about that." She flew up in front of my face, made a tiny fist, and hit me right on the end of my nose. Ouch! For so little a girl, you hit awful hard. "Now that I have your attention, I'll be asking you to stop trying to destroy the portal. It can't be done with the protection of the fairy magic I put on it, but every time you try, it creates problems for us in Saoirse." "Saoirse? What?" "Saoirse. You've not heard the word. And you bragging to your friends about being Irish, and all the time not knowing a bit of the Irish tongue. Saoirse. It means freedom, liberty, and for me, it means home. It's the name we gave the land we moved to when we left this world, when we opened this enchanted portal and went through it." "We? You mean there's more of you? More fairies?" "Aye, of course." "Well, little fairy, would you be so kind as to explain to me what this is all about? I can't be expected to know that too, can I?" "No, I suppose not." "Okay, but first, it's only proper I introduce myself. My name is Tiana. I am Queen of the Fairy Folk. And you're Dan. Don't look so surprised. We've been watching you ever since you first came here. Many years ago, when the new settlers were moving to America from Europe, we, an Irish troop of fairies, came here and built a village in this beautiful valley. There was a Native American tribe living here, and we all got along very well. When the chief of the tribe first met us, He was so amazed by the magic we could do that he named the whole valley Shenandoah, which means daughter of the stars. When he saw our shimmering light, tiny size, and our ability to fly, he thought we were some of the lights in the night sky. As the settlers started moving into the area, we knew we would never be able to live among them. And so, an enchanted portal I opened into another world and brought all me people with me into it. I named the new world Saoirse. As for me being here now talking to you, I'll be asking you to stop assaulting the portal. It creates a shock wave in me world. That kick you gave it was the last straw. It knocked the dishes off me shelf and broke them all. Not to mention all the other damage you've done over the years. Now will you be so kind as to leave this portal alone in the future? I stared at her for a long moment, thinking over all she said and the fact that she was here at all. And then I nodded my head. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I would have left the stump alone. That's a good lad. Now for the second reason I came here today. Your world is losing all sense of magic and wonder, and we think it's time to put things right. Some of us miss you humans. You gonna come back and let the world see you? I asked. No, that'd be foolish. There'd be no peace for us. We've set about creating enchanted portals, fairy doors. We want you to get them out to the people. You can sell them and keep the money for doing this service for us. That's an interesting idea, but how does that let you interact with humans? When a human has one of our enchanted portals, one of our fairy doors, they place it in their home or on their property, and at night when they sleep, we'll visit them in their dreams. It will seem like a dream to them, but it will be just as real as you and I standing here talking now. We hope to give people back their sense of wonder and magic, and one day, when the world is ready, we can come safely back to it. Will you help us, lad? I didn't have to think of that over at all. I said yes right away. Tiana even visited me and invited me to visit their world. Of course, she had to perform a bit of magic on me and make me small enough to get through that enchanted portal first. It was a strange feeling, to be sure, but once there, it was wonderful. I want to give you a quick warning, though. Should you ever meet a fairy and invite her to dinner, do not give her mustard. I made that mistake once, and I'll never do it again. Tiana wanted to try eating a hot dog. I have no idea why, but she really wanted that hot dog. So she changed into human form, and I took her out to eat. We went to a restaurant that has them, and I ordered one for each of us with mustard. She took one bite, and suddenly the tables and chairs and dishes and everything started flying around the room. She said the mustard startled her and apologized. So whatever you do, never give a fairy mustard. I had to go back to the restaurant later and clean up the mess. She cast a spell on everyone there to forget what happened. Well, that's the story of how I met the fairies. If you would like to experience some magic with the fairies, you can get a fairy door enchanted portal from us, and you can put it in your room at night, and sometime, you never know when, It could be that night, it could be in a week or a month. Fairies don't have time and calendars like we do. But one night, while you're sleeping, if you've been very good all day, the fairy might just come through the enchanted portal fairy door and visit you in your dreams and spend the whole night playing with you. Now, some people have told me that they got up in the morning. They didn't see the fairy in their dream, but they got up in their morning and they couldn't find something they were looking for. Well, I spoke to Tiana about that, and the fairies like to have their fun. And sometimes the fairies will come in your room while you're sleeping and play with your things. So if you ever get up some morning and you don't see what you're looking for right away, that was the fairies messing with you. So I hope everyone will check out enchantedportals.com and get your fairy door today. Thanks for listening, kids. And don't forget to check out our other stories. Take care and God bless.